Peace, peace, peace. Welcome back. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. For those of you who don't know, it's your boy Vic Slain Hope. It's been a while since I went live, so I'm here to make this live real quick. We're gonna talk about some things, man. Today we're gonna be talking about the passport bros. You know, there's been a lot of stuff going on, a lot of conversations being had about these individuals, right? That are talking this rhetoric. It seems to be a movement, right? Like people are having these movements. These brothers are heading out the country, talking about they are in chase of more submissive women, like they claim, right? So it's like, they're complaining about, the climate of the women in America, right? They're too masculine, they're combative, they're not feminine enough, etc., etc., etc. So I'm here to talk about it today, man, because this is the reality of the situation, right? And I'm not going to be here long. I know I always say that, but I'm being real. I'm not going to be here long. So it's like this, right? When you travel to another country, right? This is the thing. When you have an American passport, right, and you go other places, people don't care, because some of these dudes have this mindset of like, oh, the black woman love us in other places, right? It's not, the black woman, they love the black men and blah, 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 right? That's not necessarily what it is, right? Is when you go to a different country and you have an American passport, people are going to look at you different, because people think that, oh, just because you have an American passport, you got money, right? Or they think about the global influence. What's good, my boy? People think about the global influence that America has in the world. So when you go to a different country and you got an American passport, everybody gonna praise you. The men gonna praise you. The women gonna praise you. See, the thing is, I feel like a lot of dudes are just now experiencing this, right? Because they probably just started to travel. So they got this thing in their mind where it's like, they like to feel that praise. But those women over there are praising you because, one, you're American. Two, they also looking for a come up. This is what a lot of people don't understand. If somebody's looking at you like you money, I'm looking at you like a come up, which is not so different from how the woman over here might look at you when they think you got money. You get what I'm saying? It's not that different. Now, the only difference that there might be is, yes, it's a cultural difference. They might be a little more feminine. They might be a little more docile. They might be a little more this. So I get it. But at the same time, they're still looking for a come up. They might be looking for you to bring them back, right? They're looking for some money. They're looking for similarities, a lot of the similar things that the women here are looking for. So I just wanted to highlight certain things, right? One is that it's not necessarily that they like your black ass. It's that you have an American passport and they probably think you got bread, right? And you might be able to bring them back, or whatever, right? Another thing is, think about this, right? If you can't get women in your own country, like if you can't even dominate the weaker sex in your own country, like what makes you feel like you're strong enough to do you not think that you're lacking in your masculinity? Because look, there's a lot of women within the country who would adhere to your program, right? There's a lot of them. There's a lot of women in America who will adhere to your program. So my whole thing is like, it's kind of like, but a lot of times it's the standards, right? Like some of these dudes is like this. They want the baddie, like they want the top of the line chick, and they want to kind of like change them over to be like to their liking. But the reality is this: we all gonna have to settle. That's just everybody. We all gonna have to settle. Man and woman gonna have to settle. Like when you hear these chicks talking about like, I'm not settling, it's almost like the dudes are following the women. These passport bros, they're following the women. They almost got like the same mindset. Like, I'm not settling. I'm going out the country. They acting just like the women, right? With the exception that the women are not saying we gonna go out the country, right? But they're saying, I'm not settling. The men saying they're not going to settle, the women saying they're not going to settle. But in reality, is we all settle. We all not going to get what we want. For example, the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he said that you can marry a woman for four things: her beauty, her lineage, her money, and her righteousness. But he said, but the best one is the most righteous woman, right? So sometimes if you want to pick the most righteous woman, she's not going to be the most cute. She's not going to be, she's not going to have the most money or most shit going for her. She might not even belong to a prestigious family. She might not even be the most fit. Like, so I think that's something that we have to take into consideration. But back to the passport bros. A lot of these dudes are leaving, right? And it's not even necessarily to go marry women. They're not, like, we're not hearing that these guys are going over there getting married or bringing their wives back, or going over there to seriously vet women, right? To establish family with them. Dudes is going to just have sex and to just feel good for the moment. Let's just be real. Let's just be real. Because listen, I know of personal stories of men who go overseas, get women, bring them into the country, and after a few years, them chicks switch up. They get around what's going on. Make sure you like the video so it can circulate. So it's like, even when you do that, you bring some of these women back and they start acting like these women. You get what I'm saying? They start, whatever it is that you're trying to avoid, whatever it is that you're trying to run from how the women are acting over here. A lot of chicks get here and then they change. They learn English, they get around certain women, and the whole shit change. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, and then we also got to look at who are these brothers who are going over there, right? These are the men who are not being selected, right? The guys who are losing the battle to the Pookies and the Ray Rays. So the Pookies and the Ray Rays are literally pushing, these dweebs out of the country to go get other women. That's really what's happening, right? Because I said this in my last video. If you didn't check my video about the Pookies and the Ray Rays are the real alphas or are the true leaders, you need to check it out, right? Because that's kind of what I'm talking about. A lot of these dudes, excuse me, a lot of these dudes that are leaving the country to go talk to other women, half of the time these women don't even speak English in some of these countries. They don't even understand them. They just be like, so it's like, come on, bro. Like, we got to be real. Like, what are you really doing? You know what I'm saying? But like I was saying, half the times the dudes that are leaving are dudes who are not getting girls in America. Let's be real. Half the time it's dudes that are losing the battle in America to the Pookies and the Ray Rays. Because like I said, right, 15% of the dudes in our community are impregnating 65% of the women, right? And then there's the 50% of the single guys who don't got no children, don't got no kids, right? Then there's the 30% of guys who are married. So there's a lot of guys out here who are not getting women, right? Because they've been lied to. They told them, if you get the money, you're going to get the girls. Then they got the money and realized the girls still don't want them, because now the girls are getting the money too. So girls is like, I don't need your money. Now you got some bum chicks who still want to leech on guys. So they're gonna have access to those girls, but a lot of times those guys don't even want those girls. So the guys that are the passport bros, a lot of times, they're the guys that are struggling in America to get women. They trying to act like they're alphas. They trying to act like they're these strong men that can wield people to their power or whatever. They trying to act like that, but in reality, that's not really them. They struggle to get girls in America. So they use the American passport because, like I said, when you go different places, America's influence is global. So when people hear, oh, you're an American, people, their eyes light up. Not just women, men too. I've been out the country a few times. I've been doing that since I was a child. I haven't been out for a while, but I don't forget how they treated me when they found out I was an American. The men, the women, the men want to be fake cool with you. They want to fake be your friend. They fake want to be in your face. The women too. The women fake want to be on you. They trying to get with you. They hoping they take it out of poverty or whatever country you in. So it's an illusion that they really want to fuck with you. They only really acting like that because you got an American passport, which is no different than the women in America creating this illusion that they really want to fuck with you, but in reality, they just want your money. So a lot of these dudes, again, a lot of some of these dudes are feminine and they have a feminine ideology, right? This false sense of reality, because they thinking that they're being praised, but you're only being praised because you're an American, not because you're a black man, not because you think whatever you think. But let them tell themselves whatever they want to tell themselves. So it's funny. It's funny because we see that this is like a movement. But in reality, it's like, yo, these are the dudes that are not being selected. These are the dudes that the women don't want to be with because, and instead of them realizing, like, you know what am I lacking? What am I missing? They just like, fuck it. I'm gonna just use my American passport, and my passport is gonna give me women's attention in someplace else. So there's only two things that's gonna happen when you go someplace else. People either gonna try to rob you, because a lot of people, not everybody likes America, so you got to be careful where you go. And when people know you're an American and they think you got money, there's only two things that's gonna happen. Either people gonna be on your Johnson, on your meat rack, you know what I'm saying, trying to like be your friend. The girl's gonna try to talk to you, they trying to sleep with you, and blah blah blah. Or they're gonna be plotting on you to rob you. That's the only two things that's gonna happen. Either somebody gonna plot on you, or they're gonna praise you and treat you like a king. Right. So there's a chance you got to take. So you got to be careful of what country you're going to. But in reality is, yeah, those ain't the strong man. Those ain't the guys that they so-called alphas, they so-called got shit going on. They really don't. And that's why they leaving. So that's why the title was like, you know, these passport bros are being pushed out by the Pookies, right? These are the tech guys, these are the dweebs, these are the socially awkward men. Because a lot of times guys think it's just about the money. Bro, you need to know how to communicate with women. Bro, you need to know how to understand women, or at least understand their nature, right? Like you socially awkward. It's a lot of things you got to work on yourself. But again, because a lot of these men been lied to, they told them, if you get a job, a good job, if you get a degree, if you get certain things, you're going to get the women. It's almost like the women, right? That's why I say a lot of these guys are feminine. They're not masculine. They're just males. There's a difference between a man and a male. And a lot of these dudes are males, right? And I say that because they thinking just like the women. A lot of women think, if I get a degree, if I get a good job, if I get my business, if I get certain things, I'm gonna get the man that I want. And women are experiencing the same thing. They're experiencing that, like, a lot of guys, they don't give a fuck about that shit. They don't care about your degree. They don't care about your business. There's nothing wrong to have that, but you can't lead with that, right? Women are, this is what I'm saying. The women are acting masculine, the men are acting feminine, and they're both doing the same shit. They're leading with the same thing, with the money. They're both leading with the money. The women are leading with the money and the degrees and the businesses, and the men are trying to lead with the same shit, and none of them getting the results they want. None of them getting the results they want, right? Because men keep telling women, we want a feminine, beautiful, inspirational, docile, like, you know, cooperative woman, right? Fit. The men keep saying this shit, right? And the women are like, I don't care. They want to be, you know, they want to stay fat. They want to keep having the fupas. They want to keep tucking their bellies in their pants. They want to keep doing all the weird shit. They don't want to listen to what the man wants. So they're not getting the results that they want. The men, on the other hand, are doing the same shit. Because they thinking that as long as I have the money, I'm gonna get the chick. But they obviously don't talk to enough chicks, right? Because in reality, chicks really want a man who could protect them, right? Provision is cool, right? But that's not the only thing, right? It's protection, provision, security. Security comes in different ways, right? Women want to feel good. It's all about how they feel. If you make a woman feel good, if she feels safe, if she feels protected, if she feels understood, if she feels like she's not being judged, if she feels like she has a good environment, I'm telling you, she gonna be for you, bro. But a lot of these dudes don't understand this. Why? Because all that they think is being a man just means having the money, provision. They forget everything else. They forget communication. They forget everything else. They forget a cohesive environment. They forget everything else. So what do these dudes do? They're being pushed out, right? Because the Pookies, they might not have the business, they might not have certain things, but they obviously making these women feel something, or they obviously making them feel safe or protected, or whatever. Because like I said, a lot of these dudes that are doing that are the dweebs. They was getting smacked around. You know what I'm saying? They're little punks, right? So, and I'm not trying to shit on them. I'm just saying they probably don't got that masculine frame that attracts the primal nature of the women, that attracts them, right? So it gotta be there. Like, and women will tell you this shit, bro. I got a video of a woman talking about, I probably should have uploaded it, and she was saying like, I had a nice guy, he was a provider. I hear this so many times. I don't heard this so many times from women. They'll say like, I had a good man, he was a provider, he was doing this, he was doing that, he bought me everything I wanted, he gave me everything I wanted, but I don't know, it just wasn't something there. And then when you come see the guy, he was a dweeb. He was lacking something. He didn't have, and you know what we usually do is we'll just call this woman dumb, instead of like some guys realizing like, yo, I'm missing certain things, I'm lacking certain things. And in some cases, some women are dumb. But I think when we understand that we are primal creatures, men do the same thing. I'll give you another example. Men sit here and say, I want the good woman, I want the good girl, she's not shaking her ass on TV, I mean on Instagram. I want a homebody, I want an XYZ. And when the men get those women, what do? They dog them. They treat them like shit. They still be cheating with the hoes, right? Because low key, the men also kind of like want something in those women. It's the same thing. Women on paper, they say, yeah, I want a man to make this much money. I want a guy that does this. I want a guy like that does that. And they do the total opposite. Men do the same thing. Men do the total same thing. Why? Because we are primal creatures. Make sure you like the video so it can circulate. We primal creatures. So when you understand the nature of men and women, when you understand human nature, you're gonna have an easier way of dealing and understanding people. But because we don't understand each other and we don't understand our primal nature, we bro, we fucking it up, man. And it's just messing up the relationship. But like I tell brothers, there's plenty of women in the country, bro. You know how many times people come here from a different country? There's immigrants here you can talk to. There's immigrants here you can get to know. Not just immigrants, there's black women here who are what you claim you want. But you know what it is? Those men don't really want those girls, man. Let's just be real. Salute. Those men say they want a woman of a certain quality, and then they get them and they be bored too. The same way the woman be bored. See, this is not just a woman thing, because a lot of times we make it about the women. We be trying to play the women. We be like, oh, they just be leaving marriages because they're bored. Oh, they be leaving the good guy because they're bored. Okay, men cheat because they be bored. They got the good wife at home. A lot of dudes do this. Come on, y'all know this. Let's be real. How many dudes begin with a good girl and they dog her and they be out there cheating with the hoe, having a baby on her, bringing her STDs? Let's be real. It's not just the women who are doing this. It's the men too. Men get the good girl. You know what these dudes do? They say they want the good girl. They don't like the hoes. They don't like the girls with the BBLs. I don't want to marry you. I don't want to do all of this. But you spend your time with them. You go to the club, your whole section got the chicks with the BBL. You go on Instagram, you liking all their pictures, the girls with the BBL, the girls that are shaking ass on the internet. So what is it? Which one is it? Do you not want them? Do you just want to smash them? Because if you want to smash them, you're still giving them attention. So you can't say I don't really want them, and you smashing them. And this is what the good women see. The good women see the so-called men. Exactly, bro. There's you can clearly see. You can clearly see, right, that a lot of these dudes don't want the woman that they claim they say they want. Because when they get good women, they dog them, they cheat on them, they step out with the hoes, bro. It's just like the women. When the women get the good guys, you know what they do? The guys that pay for everything, that be treating her nice, the sweet guy, they cheat with the Pookies and the Ray Rays, because this is what people be craving. So this is what I gotta say, right? Because I'm not gonna be here too long. You gotta be real to yourself. If you secretly crave hoes, then go be with a hoe, homie. Don't be ashamed. Just probably move to a different state. Move. If you secretly crave hoes, you know this. I'm talking to you. If you know deep down in your heart you crave hoes, go be with a hoe. Yeah, you funny. You funny, Joyce. But I'm telling the brothers, if you secretly crave hoes, Because I'm tired of hearing about the dudes. You don't want the whole, you don't want the BBL, you don't want the this, but you all in the likes, you all in the comment section, and you be cheating with these girls on the good girls. Okay. Now the good girls out here, they turn bad. And you know what they say? When the good girl go bad, she gone forever. So stop hurting the good girls. If you secretly want the hoes, go get with a hoe. Go love up on a hoe, man. They deserve love too. If you secretly crave a hoe, go love up on a hoe. It's just like the other one that I tell the women. If you like Tyrone, because some of these girls, they get the good guys, they shit on them, and then these good guys turn to bad guys too. Right? So both genders are fucking up the good people on the other side. So as a woman, if you like the Pookies, if you love the Pookies and the Ray Rays, if you love the Tyrones, go be with a Tyrone. Y'all need to be with each other. Word. Stop damaging and hurting the good people out here and playing games with them because you want somebody that's good on paper, but you're secretly craving the bad boy. You're secretly craving the bad girl or the fun girl. You know how they say hoes is fun. These dudes say it all the time. They say hoes is fun. You know what I'm saying? You want to leave your wife at home and you want to have fun with the hoes. No, go marry a hoe. Y'all gonna have fun. Y'all gonna have fun. Like someone like the brother Ricardo said, there's plenty of domesticated women in the States. You can look in the Muslim communities and the conservative communities. Yeah, you know, there's plenty of women here, man. They don't even have to be Muslim. But I definitely don't listen. I can admit I don't drop the ball on some good women. I definitely met some good women here in America. That's why when I hear some of these brothers talk the way they talk about the women in America, it's like, what type of woman are you around? What type of places are you going to look for women? Because I definitely met good women in America. You know what I'm saying? And I haven't been everywhere, but I've been to different states. And I definitely met good women. It's about what places are you going to look for women? Because if you go into the club, this is what a lot of dudes do. If you go into the club and you're expecting to meet your wife there, you got a problem. You got a problem, bro. You need to be going to conferences. You need to be going to poetry events. You need to be going different places. That's just an example, right? You need to be going to, bro, Eventbrite got a whole bunch of spaces that are not your regular spaces that you probably frequent. Stop going to the club trying to look for women. Stop going to the places you don't need to be looking for women. Like the video circulate. Right? So I could admit I definitely mistreated some girls. Maybe not fully mistreated because I don't want to seem like I did that. But I definitely done dropped the ball on some good sisters. There's good sisters here, man. It might not be in abundance in comparative to the people that are ignorant, but there's a lot, man. Your woman might be in a state like Nebraska. She might be in Colorado somewhere. She might be, even if she's not in your state, bro. We got 50 states, 51 states, whatever we want to say. Bro, the United States is big as hell, man. You can go to one of them little small towns. You can find people here, man. People be making excuses, man. I'm telling you what it is. What it is, even within the country, right? The same thing that the passport bros are doing, right? When they go to another country, people be praising them because they come from America. I'm from New York City. When I go to different states, just being from New York City, I get the same praise. Not the same exact praise because I'm still within the United States, but you get a similar praise. Y'all know what I'm talking about. If whoever's watching or tuning in, if you from New York and you a guy, you know when you pull up to different states, the girls be on us a certain way. They be like, "Oh, you from New York?" Y'all know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. So it's similar. It's not the same thing, but it's similar to when somebody from America goes to a different country and they be like, "Oh, you're American." It's a little more heightened when you go out the country. It's a little more heightened when you go out the country. But let's be real. When you going from New York City to any other state, people be like, "Oh, well, you from New York?" Except if you probably going next door, like Jersey or Connecticut or some shit. But we get the same kind of praise. You get what I'm saying? So my point is, and of course, everybody not from New York, But the point I'm trying to make is like, yo, if you, whatever you're looking for, you're gonna find it, homie. You're gonna find it. You going to find it. The problem is, what I really think the problem is, a lot of dudes is trying to convert certain women to housewives. You can't convert a woman that was never raised to be a wife. You can't sit here and convert her. Why are you trying to convert the woman? Why are you trying to go after the 10s? Why are you trying to go after the 8s, the 9s, the 10s? A lot of these women were not raised. And don't get me wrong, there might be some baddies who were raised to be wives, but it's like you want to change women. If a woman don't want to be a housewife, leave her. But to say that most of the American women are living like that, that's not true, man. You just putting yourself in the wrong places. Damn, why this shit lagging? But yeah, Joyce, the the thumbnail, I was just trying to be a little funny. That was funny. I was really trying to look for pictures that I had with, like, I had other pictures too, but that was a funny picture, so I just put that one up there. Am I lagging to y'all? I don't know if I'm lagging. Like my camera look like it's lagging over here. Yeah, I don't like how this shit looking. But yeah, so that's what I'm saying, man. Like, a lot of times these dudes, like the video circulate. A lot of these brothers, yeah, they the dudes that's not getting picked out here, man. They the dudes that's not getting the coochie. They're not the real alphas, right? Like I said in my last video, the Pookies and the Ray Rays are the real alphas, right? They getting all the cootie cat, right? They getting all the chicks, and these guys is kind of mad. So now they're going to, they're going across the ocean just to get some coochie, man. And some of these dudes, man, I hope nothing happened to them, because these girls be setting dudes up in these places, like. So I hope nothing happened to these dudes in the name of chasing coochie, because, like I said, a lot of these dudes is not getting married. They're not going over there and coming back on some, I'm married, I got a wife and kids now. So it's like, what are you really going for? You're going just to get pussy, bro. Just to get pussy and praise. You a lame. You really a lame. They showing you every day they lames. This is why a lot of men also go to the strip club, right? And this, I view these guys the same, right? Like, the guys that go to the strip clubs are just like the passport bros. They are degenerates. I mean, I don't want to call them degenerates. They are the non-select, right? So guys go to the strip club. Why do they go to the strip club? Because these women are getting paid to shower you, to create this illusion, right? To dance in front of you, right? Almost to treat you like a king. Yeah, bro. So these dudes go to the strip club, right? They go to the strip club. Yo, they go to the strip club because women are selling them an illusion at the strip club. They're rubbing on them, they're touching on them, they're dancing for them, they're doing these things, but it's not, bro, you paying her, right? It's not real. You get what I'm saying? It's for fake. Even at the strip club here, right? A woman at the strip club, she's not acting tough, she's not acting masculine, she's not acting crazy, right? She's acting sensual. She's seducing these dudes. She getting money out of you. It's the same thing like going overseas. They're seducing you. They're acting sensual. You're looking like a come up. Oh, he might be able to take me back to the States. Now, I'm telling you, a lot of times dudes bring chicks here, and these chicks let go of themselves. Like the brother said, a lot of these dudes be getting robbed. I heard a story about these dudes going to Colombia getting robbed, or DR. Like, it'd be a lot of stories, but this is why these dudes be fake traveling in pack. You know what I'm saying? But even the pack, that might not save you. You get the wrong chick. If the wrong chick gets you, and you know why these dudes are easy targets, and you're probably gonna start hearing more and more about this. These dudes are easy targets because they're not street dudes. These dudes are the dweebs, the community dweebs. So they can't even peep. They can't even peep certain things when they go places. They can't even spot when a girl trying to set them up. They can't even spot when there's danger because they probably never was around that type of shit. And this is the type of shit that the women, the primal women, she doesn't want to be around you if you can't protect her. She doesn't want to be around you if she doesn't feel like you're primal. right? Because before money, you had to be able to build shit. You had to be able to protect, hunt, defend, and attack, right? You have to be able to lead your men, lead your community, lead your women. This is the things you have to have. So now what happens is some of these men think like, well, I got money now, so I don't got to do that. I don't got to be physically strong. I don't gotta hunt no more, right? So the reason why men were physically built a certain way because they had to do a lot of physical stuff. So now that we don't got to do that no more, because dudes be working in the office job, or dudes don't really got to go out and hunt. They don't really be fighting and doing a lot of shit. They looking wimpy. They're looking chubby. They're looking fat. A lot of women still don't like that shit. Yeah, you got some women who like that shit, but majority of women, when you are chiseled, when your posture is right, and you look a certain way, like a lot of women like that. We can't deny that. A lot of women like that. So even though she getting with your chubby ass, she might be fantasizing about another dude. Dudes do it, women do it. So that's just our primal nature. But I ain't gonna be here too long. I just want to say, man, if you can't get no woman in your own country, bro, that's like if you can't be king in your own home, what makes you think you're gonna be king somewhere else? Honestly, ask yourself that. If you can't be king in your own home, what makes you think you're gonna be king somewhere else? It's just like the thing they say about respect, right? If you can't be respected, if you can't even get the respect of your women in your family at home, what makes you think you're gonna get respect from people on the streets? And vice versa, right? If people don't respect you in the streets, what makes you think you're gonna get the respect of your people at home? So yeah, a lot of these dudes is running. They running from something that they got wrong within them. And it's not your fault, homie. It's not your fault. If you're a dweeb, go get with the chicks that are the dweebs and the nerds. It's okay. It's okay. I don't be going after the baddest chick. I don't be going after the 10s, the 9s, the 8s. I don't be going after those chicks. First of all, a lot of them chicks is airheads, right? I don't be going after them chicks. I don't be going after them chicks. But a lot of these dudes, they dweebs themselves, but they don't want to be with the dweebs. Because why? They told them if you get the money, you're going to get the chicks. They lied to them, and they set you brothers up. But sad thing in America, man, this past, I don't even know why some of the chicks be mad. Like, honestly, like, if they want to go out there, let them go out there. Let these dudes go out there. Those the dudes, y'all not picking those dudes anyway. So y'all shouldn't even be mad. Because the Pookies and the Ray Rays, they still around. You know what I'm saying? The Pookies and the Ray Rays is still around in the hood. Y'all ain't got to be mad about the passport bros. Because I know I'll be seeing some videos about the girls being mad and the girls talking about, oh, y'all going over there to take advantage of women who are impoverished, which is kind of true. Like, it's kind of true. Like, you going to a third world country, and it don't got to be a third world country, because it could be a one of the first world countries or second world, whatever the categorizations is. But the point is, it's a false sense of reality, because in reality, these women are really just looking for a come up, just like the women here in America are looking for a come up. But in their mind, it's like, oh shit, they want me, they treat me like a king. Yeah, because they think you got money. So they realize your ass broke too. So they realize, and they don't even speak the same language. So they realize your ass broke too, and your ass not bringing them back home, and you're not gonna take care of them, and you're not gonna marry them. And I guarantee you, them chicks start acting the same way. Or not the same exact way, but you get it. So there is a cultural difference. There is a little differentiation, but overall, chicks still want certain things. They got a primal nature, right? And they want to be protected. They want good vibes. They want to feel safe. They want to feel taken care of. But hey, man, let me know what y'all thoughts are in the comment section. I'm about to get up out of here because I ain't gonna be talking about these dweebs for this long. But it's a false sense of reality, man, and a lot of us are living in this false sense of reality. our men and our women. These dudes is literally like, it's like they literally flying out the country to go buy a coochie. That's yo, this shit is crazy, yo. This shit is crazy. Like, damn, I never thought we would be here. This shit is crazy. But let me know what y'all thoughts are, man. And like, yo, don't be swindled by that false sense of they want us, bro. They want us over there. A lot of these dudes just started traveling. Like, for anybody that have been traveling, they will know that it's like that's a common thing when you an American. People be sucking Americans all over the world. They be on our bodies. The same way within the country, they be on people from New York body. Oh, you from New York? You from New York? It's the same shit, man. But if you don't travel, you're not gonna know that, right? You're gonna think that they want you. It's just like some women when guys be on their likes, or when guys is just trying to smash, and maybe they buy them certain things or they do certain things for them. It's not that those dudes want you or they want to marry you or they want to be with you. It's that they just trying to smash. So both of our genders are living in a false sense of reality, like the women and the men. What's good, bro? I ain't see you in a minute. What's good, bro? I'm just over here talking about the passport bros, man. That's all, man. I'm talking about the passport dweebs, you know, who going overseas to get coochie, on the pretext that they're going out there to find wives, right? Because in reality, that's not what's happening. Like, let's be real. These dudes are not out there looking for wives, bro. You know, there might be some, but is that the majority? Nah, bro. It's not the majority. It's not the majority. A lot of these dudes is not bringing these chicks back, right? They're not getting them pregnant. They're not having. If they do get them pregnant, I don't know. They might be doing that and leaving them out there. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like, I'm just over here sharing my 2 cents, right? And I feel like the passport bros are the dweebs who ain't getting no ass in the States, who women are shitting on them. They're saying that they're going overseas because the women are not feminine enough, right? But in reality, the woman that they're going after is not really giving them no play, right? Because the Pookies and the Ray Rays getting the play. That's why they crying. Like, I hear these dudes. I be on Clubhouse, bro. I said I was gonna leave. I be on Clubhouse and I hear these dudes crying all the time, complaining about, oh, why y'all keep picking these men to have kids with? Why y'all keep giving y'all bodies to the degenerates? Why y'all keep giving y'all bodies to these thugs, to these people in the streets? Why y'all keep fucking them dudes that ain't got nothing to offer? Why y'all keep, bro? These dudes be begging, bro. These dudes literally, like, how is it that you a man? You think a woman gonna respect you as a man and you out here begging, bro? On some real shit. Yo, like the video so it can circulate. A lot of these passport bro dudes, these dweebs, the dudes that did everything right, and they expect the women and they get mad when they don't get the women. Bro, a lot of these dudes be begging, bro. They be begging. They be begging chicks. They be so mad that the Pookie and the Ray Ray, he ain't got to do much to get the same girl you begging for. The Pookies and the Ray Rays be chilling. They got something, obviously, that these dweebs, the passport dweebs, don't got. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. Like I said, there definitely is a different culture. But there's a culture difference in general. You get what I'm saying? The men are different and the women are different. See, we be trying to, some of the brothers be trying to act like it's just the women that are going to be different in those countries. No, the men are also different. The men in those countries are different too. They do a lot of work with their hands still in a lot of countries, right? In America, a lot of men are competing for office jobs. They want to work in the office. They want to compete with women for an office job. So the culture is different overall, right? When you go different places, the men and the women are acting different. But if you let some of these dudes tell it, it's just the women. Nah, it's not the women. The men over there are acting different too. But yeah, I'm about to get about it. I'm 40-minute mark. I'm out of here. I ain't gonna be doing that today because sometimes I'll be here till like 2 hours, 3 hours. But yeah, man, that's just my thoughts. My thoughts is the passport bros are being pushed out by the Pookies and the Ray Rays, right? The true alphas. They don't want to, chicks don't want to smash them, and they're mad, they're upset. That's really what they're really mad at. They're not really getting no poems from some of these chicks. So they're going overseas where they could get it easy. All you need is an American passport. They be like, hey, I'm American, baby. Hey, you know. And girls gonna be on you. Why? Because they gonna think you got money. I experienced that shit when I was 8 years old. I went to Honduras. I was in Honduras as an 8-year-old. And I remember this girl. Had a boyfriend. Right? I'm gonna leave y'all with this story. I remember this girl had a boyfriend. I pulled up. Boom. She knew I was American. So we talking or whatever. This 8 years old, bro. 8 years old. We was talking or whatever. I remember her boyfriend pulled up to her house. She told her boyfriend, we not together no more. Like, she dumped her boyfriend. Like, literally, right there in the spot. Her boyfriend pulled up like, hey, baby, what's up? She told her boyfriend, yo, we not together no more. This is my new man. He American. This is what she said out her mouth. This is my new man. He American. Yo, son got tight. And he was like, he said some shit like, oh, he can't even, this pussy, or he said some shit, right? Like, he can't even protect you. He walked up on me. You know what I'm saying? He walked up on me. Same dude. He walked up on me and punched me mad hard in my stomach. And I dropped to the ground. I was just holding my stomach. I tried to get up and fight him back, and I really couldn't because he knocked all the wind out of me. And I was just like, oh. And he was like, look at your new boyfriend. He can't even protect you. Yo, shit was so embarrassing, bro. Shit was so embarrassing. Someone walked up on me, punched me in my stomach. All because she told him, you dead. It's over. We ain't together no more. This is my new boyfriend. He American. He walked up, punched me in my stomach. It was like, look at him. Look at your American boyfriend. He weak. Shit was crazy. But the point I was trying to make is, this a lot of these chicks be acting, man. Just because you're an American. I was 8 years old. So I get it. The chick's gonna be on you. What somebody said. Okay, if you got money in America and you can't get no ass, who's the problem? You or the country? HK Brain. I don't know if you're still there. Hopefully you're still there. Because it's not about money, right? See, this is the thing. Women are making their own money now. So, because women are making their own money, they're looking at you like, bro, I don't care about your money. But overall, it's not just about the money. This is what a lot of y'all guys don't understand. Y'all thinking it's all about the money. Oh, excuse me. Y'all thinking it's all about the money. What about respect? What about character? What about morals? What about principles? You know what I'm saying? What about chemistry? It's about a lot of shit that y'all be skipping. Y'all skip this class. Yeah, I think y'all skipped this class through college. Because y'all think it's just about having the money. You could have money in America and still not get any. You could have money overseas and get play. Why not go overseas? I'm not saying you can't go overseas. I'm just saying, if you can't get no ass in America, it's just more about you than the country. Because this dude's getting ass over here. This dude's in America getting ass. The Pookies and the Ray Rays don't got no problems getting ass. They might have a problem getting a degree. They might have a problem getting a business. But they ain't got no problems getting cheeks. So why they don't got no problems getting cheeks? So if you're running out the country, is it not because you're not getting picked? You're not getting picked. Why you not getting picked though? This is something that you gotta ask yourself. Why am I not getting picked? Why these women are picking the Pookies and the Ray Rays over me? Exactly, right? Like the brother said, if you gotta ask yourself, right, why this dude is getting picked over me? And you can't always just come up with the answer that, oh, it's because women are stupid. Nah, bro, you might be lacking something that you don't got. You know why? Because people prioritize what they pick. So think about this. A broke chick that ain't got nothing going for herself, she might not prioritize other things besides money, right? Because she broke herself. She looking for a come up. So this is what's going on overseas. Y'all going over there to talk to broke chicks. Of course, a broke chick is going to pick money over a lot of things. That's what's happening. This is what I'm trying to say. The dweebs are going overseas because they know these chicks are broke. So a broke chick that's hopeful of getting to the States, she gonna pick money. She gonna put money at the forefront of shit. A woman in the States who have probably more possibilities, right? Who making her own money, who don't have to necessarily prioritize money. She can prioritize vibes, feelings, protection, other things. She's not going to put you on a pedestal just because you make money. And that's the difference. So yes, your money gonna get you someplace somewhere else, because some of those women are living in way worse, deplorable conditions. Just like some women here in the States, they prioritize money because they living in crazy conditions here. But the woman who got shit going for themselves, they looking at you like, bro, I don't need your bread. What is your energy like? What is your vibe like? What is how you carry yourself, like the brother said? Yeah. That's what they're gonna look for. But it's cool. I ain't knocking nobody from going overseas. I already know what type of guy you are that's going overseas. You can't get no coochie in the States. You can't even dominate. Like, that's why I say, man, men, a lot of these dudes are not men, they're males. Like the video, circulate. Because I say this all the time to the brothers. Men lead, women follow. That's just how it goes. There's no if and buts around it. Listen, every woman, I'm gonna tell you this right now before I leave, because I'm about to leave. Every woman, though, you can find the most combative woman that you claim. I bet you there has been a point in her life where she was submissive to somebody. It just wasn't you. This is what a lot of you men don't realize. Every woman, there has been a point of time in her life who she was submissive to somebody, to some man. It's just like a lot of the women who be saying, oh, you gotta pay for my time. You gotta pay for me to go on a date with you. You gotta pay for this coochie. You gotta do this. You gotta do that. The same woman that tests men, that tell men, you gotta prove yourself to me, are the same woman who, for the right man, they was busting it wide open without no charge. I'm telling you, it just wasn't you. It just wasn't you. That's just the truth. The same woman that will charge you, she lets somebody get it for free. Facts. The same woman that make you pay for trips, make you pay, send her Uber Eats, or make you pay for bags and shoes and gifts and all of that shit, she giving that shit up for free to somebody else that she respects more than you. I've been with women, bro. I've been with women who I sit there with them, and they'll be like, yeah, I got this bozo that be sending me money. Like, he'll do whatever I want him to do. Bro, I be seeing that shit. I be seeing girls say that. They be like, yeah, I'm about to hit up this bozo. I had this girl, I was talking to this girl one time. They had impounded her car or some shit. And she said, yeah, I'm about to hit up this lame, asking for $200. He gonna send it to me. And I was like, yo, I refuse to be that guy. I told y'all the story about my cousin. I pulled up to my cousin's house. I was about to order some food. She was like, don't worry about it. I got a dude that would send me some money for some food. This is what these are the dweebs. They get used. The dweebs get used. Girls post Girls post on their social media, I need to get my nails done. Do you know how many of these dudes be hitting them up like, ooh, pick me. Can I send you a cash app? Can I send you a cash app? These are the dweebs. These are the passport bros. They trying to act like they're not. They trying to, in the face of people, they try to act like they're strong. They try to act like they're alphas. They try to act like they're leaders. They try to act like they're men. But behind closed doors, they're begging. They're in the DMs talking to themselves. You know what I'm saying? They're chasing women, right? In a certain way, they're begging. They're not getting it. So, I'm getting a little tired, man. I got to go read, but hopefully I gave you enough, man. I wasn't supposed to be here this long, man. I ain't meant to be here this long. But that's a fact, man. It's about how you carry yourself. You know what I'm saying? Don't lead with your money, fellas. I'll be trying to tell y'all, don't lead with your money, man. Don't lead with your money. And then start crying about the gold diggers you attracted. Man, water tastes so good. Don't lead with your money. Then y'all be over here crying like y'all leave with y'all money, and then y'all got the nerve to turn around and say there's only gold diggers out here. That's what I be talking about, man. If you're not finding the good women in America, it's because you're not looking in the right place, or they not even looking your way. You know why? Because I'm gonna tell you this. Women choose men, right? Women choose men. They give you the choosing signals. They let you know the coast is clear, come talk to me. Women do that. They choose the men. They let you know what's up. They let you know it's okay to come talk to me. You know, she gives you the signs. So a lot of dudes just not getting picked, man. And they're mad. They're mad they're not getting picked. So because they can't use money as a leverage no more in America. And because they can't use money as a leverage no more in America to kind of like get certain women, they fucking lose in the battle to the Pookies and the Ray Rays. They losing bad. At one point in time, that was working, right? Yeah, women were picking the good guy. He gonna take care of me, everything gonna be good. But a lot of women nowadays, they not looking for men to take care of them. Some of these women is like, I don't need you. I could be a single mom by myself. So if they already got that mindset, if these women already got that mindset of, I don't need a man. And some women, it's not that they got the I don't need a man mindset. Some women, they got the I need a man mindset, but they're not looking at it like I need him for money. You know what I'm saying? They're not saying I need a man for money. They're saying I need a man for protection. I need a man for sex. I need a man to make me feel good, right? I need a man where, like, in the middle of the night, if I hear something, he can go check it out. They're saying they need a man for different things. Even though provision, yes, provision is always part of the equation, but that's a given. You need money to survive. But a lot of women are highlighting because they make their own money. Now they are highlighting different things rather than at a point of time where women didn't really make money or they wasn't really in the workforce like that. They highlighted money. That was our main thing. Today, it's not really a main thing for a lot of women. It's not. Because it's not. A lot of these dweebs are losing bad. So let me know what the thoughts are in the comment section. Damn, my computer about to die. Y'all be safe. Y'all stay blessed. Y'all have a good one out there, man. It was nice chopping it up with y'all. Y'all be safe though. And remember, don't be a dweeb, man.